Hi friends, it's Sherry Stewart, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to another creative session where I'm going to share a card that can be made with items that are free during celebration. Now celebration ends tomorrow at midnight, so we don't have much time. So let's jump right in. I'm going to turn the camera so I can share my card and some information about celebration. If you get sick, look away because the camera's moving. Here we go. It's going up. Oh, maybe. And you're going to see my ceiling, my head, my lights, everything, but there you go. Let's see let's see if I can straighten this up a little bit. Okay, move this back, move this over, and hopefully the camera won't drift too much. I've been having some issues with that. Alright, so there's the Sale-a-Bration catalog. Let me take a gander at that while I try to bring my laptop up so I can address any questions. If you're watching live, or if you're going to be watching a replay, there. Okay, here we go. So, okay, looks great. Here's the Sale-a-Bration catalog. Ends February 28th. Today's the 27th, so you only have less than 48 hours. And I wanted to quickly show you some items from this that I'm very excited about. So some things have sold out, but Stampin' Up! Has put some other things on the list, the celebration list. So normally with the $50 order, you can pick something at the $50 level. We have these adorable owls, the Thanks a Bunch, Dainty Flowers, and that's my project uses today. Now, if you don't have Dainty Flowers or you missed the boat on it, don't worry. There's another item, and I'm going to show you that in today's card. There's some Day at the Farm DSP, Sending Support. Now, I'm going to be using this stamp set today. And then there's some paper, some Favored Flowers paper. This In the Country stamp set, very pretty sketch. And then at the $100, you can get this Beautifully Happy if you place a $100 order. Now that has 17 stamps in it. That's why it's a little bit more at that level. And this paper, Dandy Designs, it has 48 sheets. It's a huge paper pack, 12 by 12, huge. And that's why that is at the $100 level. Now also during celebration, if you host or you yourself have a $300 order, you can get this free stamp set, Scenic Guarded. It's exclusive. Just host a show or your own order. Now the other great thing during celebration, if you join now, you only have 48 hours. This is a great join special. You pay $175 and you can get this exclusive mini boho Stampin' Cut emboss. Boho is blue, is the color of it. You can buy this in white out of the annual catalog, $63 value. This boho blue is exclusive only for the join special. You pay $175. You get the mini stamp and cut and emboss machine, and you can pick $125. No, it's actually $175. So pay. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I have the cold. So you pay $129. You get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which is a $63 value, plus you can pick $175 worth of items. $175 plus this for only $129 plus tax. Shipping is free. Don't want the blue boho blue one? You can get the white one. Don't want either of those? Then for just $99 you can join and pick $175 worth of items. This is a fabulous join special. If you have any questions, hit me up. I know I kind of screwed that up when I was talking to you about it, but anyway, lots of goodness in celebration. Everybody loves celebration. So let me bring in my card today. So I'm using well, let me show you the card that I'm going to be making. So this card features the sending support stamp set that you can get for during celebration with a $50 order. So I'm using the Some Days Are Harder Than Others sentiment, and I hope today is one of the easier ones. You can open this up, and there's that greeting inside. Now the paper I used was the Dainty Flowers. Unfortunately, that has sold out, but Stampin' Up! Added some items from their annual catalog, and one of the items they offered is this paper pack, Enjoy the Journey, which comes from the mini catalog that started in January, and it has these gorgeous kind of scenic outdoor patterns, some swirls, some mountain scenes, more mountain scenes, and then on the other side they have some smaller patterns. So given that the Dainty Flowers paper has sold out, I'm going to be using this Enjoy the Journey paper that I got during celebration for free. So I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. Hopefully you can see this. And I'm going to cut it at the 4-inch mark. And this paper, this card is landscape, so I'm going to cut my paper in that orientation, knowing that my card is landscape. So I'm going to cut this, if I can get it lined up. There we go. Not the score. I'm going to use my cutting blade. 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I'll post all the measurements on my blog following this presentation. See those mountains or trees? I got kind of the stylistic. So then I'm going to cut another piece, and this piece is going to be 3 1/4, and this piece is 3 1/4 by 2. Oh, everything's sliding around. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to replace this Dainty Flowers DSP with this Enjoy the Journey DSP. And so while this card actually I made for a blog hop back in January, but I'm just going to redo it using some celebration items, some new celebration items. So where this has the Dainty Flower DSP, now I'm using Enjoy the Journey. And here's my card base. It's garden green. It's a 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to put this piece of DSP down. I'm going to stick this piece of DSP in my die cut that I've made. This is a scallop contours die cut that I cut out before going live. That's going to go there. We're going to do our greeting on this piece of Sahara sand, and this is our inside. So let's do our stamping first. These are the two that we're going to be stamping on. And sending support. So on the outside, some days are harder than others. Here's my stamp, and I'm going to do that with a Memento black. Kind of a one with Memento, you can't go wrong. Oh gosh, look at that. Just throw that anywhere, right? Okay, so ink up my stamp, and then stamp hopefully straight on this piece of cardstock. I don't have my head in there, so who knows if it's going to be straight. Oh, it's a little crooked. Let me try that again. So just lightly, and if I don't like this one, I'll use the first one, right? Okay. Stamp. Let it give it a couple seconds to transfer the ink. That's much better. I'm going to keep that one. And then on this one, this on our inside cardstock, hope today is one of the easier ones. I think sending support, this is a great sentiment to use. And we'll just put that right in the middle, kind of center it. Give it a couple seconds to transfer. Perfect. Now there's a lot of other sentiments that could be used from this sending support. Good luck. It's okay not to feel okay. You've got this. My shoulder is yours. sending loving thoughts and prayers. Here for you always. I mean, just a lot of good supportive sentiments when you need one of those cards. This is going to be a go-to set. Now for the greeting on the front, I'm going to use my lovely pick a punch labels. Now this will cut a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, or 1 inch piece. I'm going to use this flat side, so you actually can get 6 different punches from this, depending on whether you use 1 inch, 3/4 inch, or 1/2 inch cardstock. It's a very useful punch. So there, I'm pushing my cardstock in. I'm going to turn it over so I can make sure that it's flat against the left hand side, and punch that side out, and then I'm going to do the same for the other side. So this side we get a square edge, that middle edge, and the other side goes in, same thing, make sure it's flat against that left edge, and then punch, and perfect. Alright, so now we can start assembling this card, and basically it's just some gluing. That's all I need right now is my glue, and I'll be using my liquid adhesive. I love these colors and the patterns. So the back of the paper says, or the paper pack, the DSP pack, was Garden Green or Coastal Cabana, and I tried the Coastal Cabana, but I just felt that that was a little too much contrast with this kind of foggy, to me it looks like a foggy mountain scene. And then we'll do the back side, little mountains. I mean, this really, you could have used either side of this paper for either the background of this die cut. And this just fits inside of that narrow stitched border that the die left. So I think that's going to look really nice with this sentiment that Sahara Sand works so well. Now the ribbons, this is a frayed white ribbon, and it's so soft. It does fray though. This also has been added, this ribbon has been added to the Sale-a-Bration. So you can get this ribbon during Sale-a-Bration with a qualifying $50 order. So I'm going to lay this ribbon down. I'm going to cut it, and it should be 4 inches exactly. I'm going to use my grid paper and to help me cut this straight, hopefully. Now this ribbon does fray, and it is called frayed ribbon. I have found though that if you have a flame of some sort, and I didn't bring mine with me, but like what you used to light candles, you can just quickly run a flame over the edge and it seals it, and it will not fray. But I forgot to bring it with me, so I'm just going to have to keep moving on. I'm going to use my tear and tape and put a piece right down the center. This will hold my ribbon in place. And I like to kind of burnish this a little bit with my take your pick tool, and then lift off that cover. Makes it super simple. And then, oh, I cut this at 4 inches, but I just realized my width of my card is 5.5 inches. So let's see, if I put this down and put this down, it's going to stick out. Oh, maybe not. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just piece this together. So this is how you can kind of hide if you have a small boo-boo like I just made. So that was 4 inches, and I need 5 1/4. So I need 1 1/4 inches more. So again, using my grid paper, you cut 1 1/4 inches. I guess it doesn't really matter that the one edge didn't get sealed because it's going to be underneath and shouldn't fray. So I'll just butt this right up there. Oh, it still came a little over. Okay. Let's see. This cold has me a little muzzy. My head is a little fuzzy, muzzy. Put that down. And then I'll just snip this end off. Okay. There, nobody will ever know, right? Can't even see that. And for this, I'm going to put some dimensionals behind it, but I'm only going to put them on the top and the bottom because this ribbon is a little thicker. But before I do that, I wanted to bring in some other ribbon. So this is satin, soft, succulent, and I'm going to cut that at 5 1/4 and lay that on top. I have some of that gold shimmer ribbon, but I'm getting close to it, and I'm saving it for another project. You ever do that? You have certain ribbons like, oh, I know what I'm going to be using that on. I cannot not waste it, but I have to save it. And again, I'm going to put this tear and tape right down the middle and burnish that, and then pick up the covering with my take your pick tool. Oh, I'm trying to get between the cover and the glue and not having, maybe I have to use my nail. Okay, let's see, this will come up eventually. No. I'm getting both the cover and the glue. So let me try this. Okay, let's burnish it once more. Whee! Alright, now try. Okay, maybe I need to put my glasses on so I can see where that glue track is. No? There we go. There it is. Whee! Alright. Success! It took me a minute. Now, let's put some dimensionals on behind of our die cut. And here comes all my little extras, bits and bobs. I'm going to cut this now. This just shows that you can use these dimensionals all the way to the end and kind of cut your own pieces out. Oh, everything. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, dimensional down on the bottom, dimensional on the bottom. So you can cut customized pieces, and I tend to use these little ones on the edge for those customizations. And there. Okay. And don't need any in the center because the ribbon will support the center of this die cut. Now remove all these covers. So I plan to go live a couple more times, once tonight and twice tomorrow, so I can share with you some more projects for this celebration. We can just kind of both enjoy all the products that we just are going to miss once the celebration ends. You can't get them for free. I love free things. All right, so put that ribbon down the center, bring in our decorative piece, and then I'm going to center that top and bottom, right and left. I'm just eyeballing it up. When it looks level or centered to me, I'll press down on those dimensionals. And now this was the one that was more, which one? That one looks better, right? So it's not so, it's more uniform. The ink is more uniform. So I'll put some liquid glue on that and then just center it towards the bottom on my top of my DSP. Right. That looks about right. Okay, and then the final piece is the inside. Will adhere our inside piece of white. And so you want to check out my blog, because I will post this card on my blog, the measurements and cut ingredients with a shopping list if you wish to purchase before the end of celebration, so you can enjoy some free items too. So there is my card. Now, which do you prefer? The Dainty Flowers DSP or the Enjoy the Journey DSP? Both are a free item just for another less than 48 hours. All right, so there's the card. I wanted to bring in, let's see, I showed you the celebration and that this was Dainty Flowers, but that has sold out. But in the mini catalog, January to April, you can find the Enjoy the Journey. This is the DSP. This is on page 59. And right now, you can get this for free with a $50 order, this DSP. Do not use the item number in this mini catalog. Excuse me, I had to take a drink of water. Got a little frog in my throat. On the website, Stampin's website will give you the number to use to get this for free with a $50 order. And in the annual catalog, that white frayed ribbon is on page 146 right here. Again, don't use this item number. Use the one on the website under the celebration item so you can get that for free. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure if you are watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Facebook to like and subscribe to my Facebook page and to my YouTube channel so I can bring you even more fun stamping projects. And until next time, remember, stamping is fun. Bye.